Hi everybody, my name is Phil Stover and I am here to give you a general insight on the function of a Marine Corps fire team. Uh, General public wouldn't know it, but the brunt of the United States military comes down to small teams doing individual actions in a lot of different areas. It's not tanks, it's not giant units of people, and it's not big aircraft that do it. It's small groups of people. Um, the purpose of the Marine Corps Fire Team is to, as quoted in the Marine Corps Warfighting Manual, locate, close with, and destroy the enemy by fire and maneuver, and to repel the enemy assault by fire in close combat. The idea for a Marine Corps Fire Team came in World War II when they were in a lot of island fighting, as you may have seen in the Pacific or shows and movies like that. They had big units, and they needed to have smaller groups of people, but still maintain control over them in order to accomplish their goal of defeating the Japanese. The same general idea came around in Vietnam, and they refined it a lot with jungle fighting, and the fire team model started to prove successful in the use in infantry and special operations forces, in infiltration and intelligence gathering, and actually getting the job done. In Iraq and Afghanistan in the last 10 years, a lot of the fighting has been urban, from house to house, room to room. And in that sort of situation, you can't just blow up every house. You have to actually send people in. And instead of sending 100 people in, you send 4 people in. And they're a lot smaller. They can get into rooms faster. They can get into houses faster. It's speed and maneuverability is really what gives them a big advantage. A fire team is organized typically of 4 people. There can be more or less, just depending. Typically it goes off of a Ready Team Fire Assist model. Now these are acronyms, like everything in the Marine Corps is an acronym. Ready stands for rifleman. The rifleman typically carries an M16 or an M4, and he's typically the point man. He's the front guy. He looks towards the front of the formation, providing the security to the front and whatnot. The team stands for team leader. He's the guy that's in charge, typically a lance corporal or a corporal or a senior PFC, somebody who's kind of been around the block and knows what they're doing, and they're able to command those Marines and get whatever their mission is, get that done. He can control the formations, the actions, the movements. He can tell people to shoot at where, to provide cover fire, any of that stuff. He maintains communications with his squad leaders and platoon leaders and anything like that to keep the fire team connected to other fire teams. The fire stands for the SAW gunner, the squad automatic weapon. He handles the machine gun that the team has, and that machine gun basically provides the fire support of 10 to 12 rifles. And so if they need covering fire or suppressive fire or whatever it is, that machine gun really helps that team out and improves their ability to put a lot of lead downrange. Assist is the assistant SAW gunner. He carries ammunition for that SAW. He carries spare barrels for that machine gun, that kind of stuff, and he generally just helps the machine gunner out. He'll typically be facing the rear. The Ready Team Fire Assist model allows for them to perform a 360-degree security. So when the rifleman's facing forward, the team leader may be facing off to the side, the assistant is facing down to the bottom, and the machine gunner is facing this way. So as you can see, that's security 360 degrees around. So no matter what way your enemy comes from, you can always have people looking in that direction in order to protect yourselves. Even though there are a lot of elements in the United States military and militaries around the world that are elite and can really do their jobs, nobody can quite portray it with the professionalism and expertise that that Marines can. For a long time, the Marines have been looked on as the elite of America's elite, first to fight. I'm sure everybody's heard it, different words like that. I'm not putting down any other military service, but I'm just saying when they need to get the job done, it comes down to the Marines to do it. And when the Marines need to get the job done, it comes down to these individual fire teams on these 18, 19, 20-year-old Marines getting out there getting it done. That's a basic history and an overview of Marine Corps fire teams.